after her shift is over, just for the picture show, dripped and gold. Only speak cash, that dollar, only dinero. If you wanna holler, she about a bag, Louis, Gucci, Prada. She only got time if you spend it on a green light. You the girl to show me it's alright. I just wanna make you feel alright. Green light. Green light. Baby, just slow it down. Red light. Cause you don't wanna take your time, pedal to the floor. You don't wanna red light. You just wanna green light. Baby, just slow it down. Promise when I get it, it's for us. When we were struggling, they ignore us. Money ain't everything, but it tore us. Barely familiar, cause we don't know us. Put all this time in survival. Misunderstanding, we don't know love. I'm working hard to bring it home. Just had to be there, cause y'all don't know. I remember we ain't have enough ends to make ends meet. And the man won't wait till next week. Broke enough bread just to eat. I remember you would tell me to hold my hand, so I could see that there's nothing stopping me. I'm going for it all. Won't be long until the morning. I will not forget you. Oh, I'll be on my way back home. Gotta worry about it, I will not forget you. Soon as I find my way back home in the morning. Had to get it on my own. Mama stressing, crying, feeling all alone. Just an adolescent, I was barely grown. I remember sleeping in somebody else's home. So every day I would wake up, put my best foot forward, praying everything would get better for us. I wake up to see how far we've come, cause I remember we ain't have enough ends to make ends meet. And the man won't wait till next week. Broke enough bread just to eat. I remember you would tell me to hold my hand, so I could see that there's nothing stopping me. I'm going for it all. Won't be long until the morning. I will not forget you. No, I'll be on my way back home in the morning. Ain't gotta worry about it. I will not forget you. Soon as I find my way back home in the morning, I will not forget you. I'll be on my way back home in the morning. Ain't gotta worry about it. I will not forget you. Soon as I find my way back home in the morning.
When I look into your eyes, dear, it's got me holding back the dry tears. When I look into your eyes, when When I look into those eyes, when I look into your eyes, dear, and I know that I'll be fine here. I can read between the lines. When I look into those eyes, we could hit the sky if you want to. Say you wanna fly, then I got you. Show me all your feelings, I got lost too. We don't need a thing when it's me and you. Need you to be real when it's real about you. I don't got the time to be playing with you. To be playing with you. To be playing with you. I don't care what they say, we don't gotta wait. We could fly away. Maybe I'm delusional, something out of usual. Maybe you're just beautiful, but all I know is when I look into your eyes, dear, it's got me holding back the dry tears. When I look into your eyes, when I look into those eyes, when I look into your eyes, dear, and I know that I'll be fine here. I can read between the lines. When I look into those eyes, baby, let's ride. What you gon' do? Hit the blue skies. What you gon' lose? Know you feel this too. Need you to be feeling how I feel about you. I don't got the time to be playing with you. To be playing with you. To be playing with you. When I look into your eyes, looking all I need. Looking all I need. When I look into your eyes, looking all I need. Looking all I need.
I can be dangerous, not in a way that'll make you smile, but one that'll leave you paralyzed. Know you screamed, it won't come out. I can be reckless, leave you in pieces bleeding out, make your body shake a cold shiver. There ain't no way out. Don't you want someone who makes the blood flow? Don't you need someone to steal your heart? Just need someone to keep a tight hold. Thinking about it, I could be the one. Everybody's talking, telling me I'm paranoid. I don't wanna break the monster, he's the one they want. Everybody's coming crazy, flames and pitchforks. They just want the beast inside me, he's the one they want. Everybody's ready to see just what he could do, risking it all to be brave and say the girl. Gon' save you. Oh, don't you be foolish. You better see.
Check. 1 2 1 2. Can you guys hear me? Check. 1 2 1 2. Blah 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 blah. Oh my god. Check. Can you guys hear me in the chat? Check. 1 2 1 2. Oh yeah. We go get started as per usual. Oh my god.
Everybody's coming crazy, flames and pitchforks. We just want the beast inside me. He's the one they want.
Loud and clear, hell yeah. Cool, let's get started. What is going on, everybody? How we doing today? We got some bangers as per usual. You already know the vibes. How we doing? We're here on a Tuesday. Woo! Yeah! So before we get started today, a couple of small things. What's going on, Gio? What's going on, Drum Stroke? What's going on, OJ McBaggins? What's going on? Let's see who else is here. Who else is here? Who else is here? I saw more people's up in here. Electric Panda, what's going? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Ragbot, how we feeling today? Lots of familiar faces. Oh yeah! So excited to hear everyone's tracks as per usual. So before we get started today, I just want to say that you guys are the best! Oh my god! Running for the voices. You tell me, Ragbot. You tell me, Octopus P, suffering in agony. That's what I'm talking about. That's when you know you're having a fantastic week, when you're suffering and you're agonizing pain. That's the kind of week. Dude, I have the stream up on my TV and your face just appeared from It's a jump scare. It's like, ooga booga booga geode. yeah, I get that a lot. Yeah, maybe I should like zoom out on the camera so it's like back here or something like that. Maybe I should like move my chair back so it's not like a jump scare, so I'm not like all the way up here. It's just so much easier to see you know the Five Nights at Corey's. Kashiki P, that sounds like some like Diddy's parties. That sounds like some Diddy party thing. Don't say that. That sounds horrifying. Anywho, we have one donation submission today, so just like everyone know that we are going to be starting with the donation submission. So shout out to Dirty South. They said that they are it says, hi guys, hope you like our new track. This is a 3-man group from Italy. Shout out to them. Hell yeah. Corey Matrix's stream here. No, hell no. Nah, up close is more unhinged. I like it. Cool. I'm down. So, a couple things before we get started. I promise the sample this event will be up ASAP. I got you guys. And I always go through how the submissions work. So we have 2 different tier submissions. We have Discord subscriber submissions, which if you join the Discord server down below, it's free to join, all that jazz. And with that being said, like, you get a more in-depth review regarding the mixing, mastering, production side of things. If you become a subscriber, it's free to join Discord server, but to become a subscriber, it's like $3 a month. I think after fees, it's like $4 a month. And with that, yeah, you get a guaranteed play on the live stream, and that counts for all the live streams. So if you're interested in submitting more than once, definitely become a subscriber. And we also do up to 5 minutes long per track, so instead of the free 1 minute 30. So we also do have an option to submit to the live stream for free, which is the best price. That's the best price. Help Corey, that's okay. Don't worry, I got you, fam. Dude, so what ends up happening, like a lot of the times, Aton, is like you end up overthinking stuff, and that's why it's so important when doing like mixing and whatnot. One, sometimes you got to take breaks because ear fatigue is a real thing. It's literally something that, like, when I was in school, that we would literally like study was ear fatigue and whatnot. So you have to really take breaks in between your sessions, because if you're listening to your source material for too long, you're going to start making decisions that are actually going to be counterproductive to what you're doing. Plus, always using reference tracks is always the wave that helps me, at least that helps me try to prevent the ear fatigue as for longer periods of time, is always going to a reference and be like, okay, I need the snare to sound like this, I need the kick to be roughly this loud, I need the, rough ideas to be able to have like a general sense of balance for things. So it's very easy to like keep on messing up a mix. I've done it before. Appreciate you, Aton. Thank you so much for the super chat. It says my mix keeps getting worse and worse. No, you got this. So I'm just letting you know I do have another donation submission before yours. So just to be transparent, and we also do have a free submission you could submit to the live stream, and just click on the it should say submit your song here. It'll take you to our website spacehoundrecords.com. There'll be like a Google form there. Just fill out the form, press submit, and you'll be added to the queue automatically. So definitely submit now. The faster you submit, just the better off. And something that I want to ask you guys also was, because the last like few live streams have been like super chaotic, like we've been like kind of teasing the idea of starting the lives at 6 instead of 7. So I don't know if you guys are opposed to that. Like, they would still end at 11. So again, if we have like the amount of submissions like similar to we have in the past, but extending it another hour, that's like, are you guys open to that kind of thing? Instead of starting at 7, to be starting at 6 Eastern Standard Time. That's something that we've brought up. So start them at 8. Start them at 8. Thanks, Ragbot. That's definitely the solution. Let's start them later. Oh man. And blasphemy. How have we not thought of that before? We should just start them at 11 at this point. But yeah. 24-hour stream. Oh, that would be crazy. That could work, plus longer times on the reviews and device would be more viable. Yeah. That's really the goal. Because like I want to make sure that, you know, I can get to as many as I can, and the past like few live streams have been super like really like over like more than usual for the submissions, so I just want to make sure I get to as many. It always going. Oh yeah. Yeah, just have it 24. Like I'll just like go on my computer. The stream is still live. Imagine that. That'd be crazy. But yeah, we also do have the option, speaking of which, we have the option, $5 or more donation to the live stream is a line skip. So if you guys are interested in having a more in-depth review as well as a line skip, then definitely donate to the live stream. The link is down in the description down below. Also, I do offer mixing and mastering services to those who are interested in me mixing your records. I'm going to drop the link here. So here we are. Bada boom. Definitely check that out if you're interested in having me mix and master your records. So without further ado, we're going to get started for today. I'm going to shut up. The ear fatigue. yeah, imagine, Geo. Like, see, I also, like, kind of part of the reason why I kind of like keeping them, you know, 5 hours or, you know, less is because, like, already, like, I feel like at the end of the live streams, I feel like my ears kind of, it like needs some bit of a break from hearing records. So that's why I try to like keep them on the shorter side, because one, I have to get up usually early in the next day, and two, I want to make sure that I could be my 100% throughout the whole entire live stream and not like give someone like towards the end like kind of like half-ass reviews, you know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure that I'm good for that. I'm assuming you are Dirty South, because that looks like Italian. So hold on, let me Google Translate that real quick. Hold on, Google Translate. Hold up. That looks Italian. So imagine it's like not even close. It's not even Italian. Yes, it is. Have you ever planted 6 bombs? Don't even know. Maybe one in your shop too. I know. I have a feeling that this is not a correct translation, dude. Who is Dirty South? Okay. This is funny enough. This is an Italian group. It's a 3 group piece group. So it's funny that if that's a coincidence that you just happen to have spoken Italian, that'd be pretty funny. Let's see. A ton of the worsening. Wait, and the worsening mixes? Nah. Okay, I'll throw in the link so that you're next. So, let's see. Boom. No, Ragbot, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, after you listen to things for a long period of time, your ears tend to kind of like get numb to changes. So it's good to like take breaks. So let me see. Hold on. All right, let me Google Translate. But anywho, we have Crocodile by Dirty South. So let's get it. Let's hear it. We're going to be listening to this. This is a donation submission, so let's hear it. Let me know if you guys can hear this. I'm going to play it in a second. Hold up. Let's run it.
Di Costa Beach, bye bye, non uso mai Nike. Mi trovi giù, Dirty South 97 old style. Questo è street rap, roba da Miami Vice. Il love col boom bap, come chiappe che fanno clap. Non rappo per il cash, ma la sera nel passato. La squadra è molesta, chiama la vita da asla. Stare avanti first class è sempre bello, tranne se parlo di sesso. Tornati blocco come una escort. Sono in giro con Ale, Gianluca, Fabrizio, la croce, la piazza, il vizio, lo sfizio. Simone, Gabriele, Mauro, in cerca dello scalpo. Finiamo a Costa d'Oppio, le singa a Monte Carlo. Vuoi fare il boss? Ti piace il cazzo come spadino. Dormo tranquillo, lama e guanti nel comodino. C'erano campane, ci sono le campane. C'erano le troire, ci sono le. Lo stereotipo a scasare sono le facce del crocco. Tira il freno a mano, scomando per tutto il corso. Non ti invito a casa, qua giù è tutto sporco. Giramento alto, cerca il logo del crocco.
Lo stereotipo a sgasare sono le facce del crocco. Tramonto a lungomare mentre lui impasta nel cocco. Quasi il benvenuto in fondo non è un brutto posto. Giramento alto, cerca il logo del crocco. Sto con Ciccio, Loreto, Michele, seduti dentro all'elloveristia. Per cazzo avete da vedere, la bagno come un cucchiaio appena stato lavato. Lavati la faccia perché assomiglia a sto cazzo. In 5 su una C3 atterriamo alla Mascagna. Non venire contro perché balli la samba. L'ho fatta troppo grossa, frate, accendimi la canna. Dopo che l'ho messa a giro, Ciro ne preparo un'altra. Alligatori per le strade, mangiamo avvoltoi. Qua campi cent'anni se ti fai i cazzi tuoi. Dirti sauto operativi come distributori. È pronta la fossa come amici agricoltori. Progetti per il futuro, vogliamo soldi e piccioni. Una tipa c'ha 2 bocce, mando Gianni a fare i suoi. Pazzi come la G, so come cazzo se 10. You understand, so my friend, palla mocca tutto quanto.
Lo stereotipo a scasare sono le facce del crocco. Tira il freno a mano, scomando per tutto il corso. Non ti invito a casa, qua giù è tutto sporco. Giramento alto, cerca il logo del crocco.
Lo stereotipo a sgasare sono le facce del crocco. Tramonto a lungomare mentre lui impasta nel cocco. Quasi il benvenuto in fondo non è un brutto posto. Giramento alto, cerca il logo del crocco. Crocodile, indo paese, sim crocodile. A 0 su 10 che ci snobba, ma tu cazzo vai, ho la spranga che suona. Manco fosse Beethoven, amore per i soldi, niente love per le troie. Ho il sorriso smagliante, appena stato sbiancato. Ti sei riempita la bocca perché dentro c'è sborro. Sono di poche parole, per me contano i fatti. Oh che bella la scusa, ma non sai dove aggrapparti.
Tra bene e male scelgo il meglio, Dandi Libano e freddo. Corvindi a letto stretto su un tavolo da biliardo. Non aprire quella porta, in cucina c'è un ghepardo. Ma questo perde il pelo solo tra il mio letto e il bagno. Chiama Tony per lo spliff, in giro sull'Adriatico. Odio tutte queste qui che fanno le finte VIP. Con profilo aperto i gig e il calendario di un meccanico.
Faccio che voglio con il mio fisico.
Lo stereotipo a scasare sono le facce del crocco. Tira il freno a mano, scomando per tutto il corso. Non ti invito a casa, qua giù è tutto sporco. Giramento alto, cerca il logo del crocco.
Lo stereotipo a sgasare sono le facce del crocco. Tramonto a lungomare mentre lui impasta nel cocco. Quasi il benvenuto in fondo non è un brutto posto. Giramento alto, cerca il logo del crocco.
That was Crocodile by Dirty South. Cool record, guys. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I love the energy. I totally agree, Geodes, that I couldn't understand a single word that was being said there, but let me tell you, I could tell you that the energy and the performance was definitely very evident. So, kudos to you guys. So it's a group of 3 guys, apparently.
I'm
just curious. We need a bio, guys. So overall, I think first off, the instrumental is really cool. I personally, do you know the producer personally, guys, just out of curiosity? And this just dropped yesterday, so congrats on the release. Congrats on the release. Nice. So overall, what's it called? It will be the next step. Yeah, no, yeah. You did the production. Hell yeah. Pete Lavish, first off, that's a cool ass name, by the way.
Bye bye, non uso mai Nike, mi trovi giù, Dirty South 97 old style, questo street rap.
Yeah, absolutely love the energy on the record throughout. The sound design on the production as well. Like the mixing is pretty damn solid too. Like I would say.
Giramento alto, cerca il logo del cross. Sto con Ciccio, Loreto, Michele, seduti dentro all'elloveristia. Per cazzo avete da vedere la.
So overall, yeah, I think that the production it sounds very high quality. It sounds, first off, very underrated. Like you guys like there's no reason you guys got to pre-promoting this, although it did just drop. It did just drop, to be fair, to give them like they just so this is your second song you guys have dropped ever. Wow. So you guys dropped you dropped the song May 22nd, and then this is your second one June 2nd. So you guys are grinding out here. Okay, I respect the grind. Hell yeah, dude. Overall, absolutely love the energy and the performance. What I would say as far as like critiques go on this, there's barely anything here to go off of as far as like critiques go. Very small things in the mixing that I would do some tweaking on in the mixing, but as far as like the song production, as far as, you know, the energy and all of that is really solid. So what I would say as far as the critiques go, first thing that I'll say is that I personally would love some more presence in some of those drum elements that you have going on. The overall, the kick drum I wish had some more like oomph to it, a little bit more in the sub frequencies, just to give it some more power. What I would say is there's I do hear that there's all three of you guys do have different vocals. Like, clearly, was it recorded on the same mic? Now my question to you is, like, was it recorded in the same microphone? Were you guys in the same spot? Like, how did you guys go about recording the three vocalists?
Il vizio, lo sfizio, Simone Gabriel Mauro in cerca dello scalpo, finiamo Costa d'Oppio, lessing a Monte Carlo, vuoi fare il boss, ti piace il cazzo come Spadino, dormo tranquillo, lame e guanti nel comodino, tirano campane, ci sono
2 mics because we live in... Okay, that's what I thought. Because it does sound like it was recorded in 2 different places. So a lot of the biggest challenge when mixing certain things, like when you're mixing vocals that were recorded in different locations, is getting them to kind of gel together and feel like they were recorded in one spot. Now, I'm not familiar who is who on the record, but there's one of the vocalists is a little bit more present than the others.
Avete da vedere, la bagno con un cucchiaio appena stato lavato, lavati la faccia perché assomiglia a sto cazzo, in 5 su una C ti fai i cazzi tuoi, dirti stanno sgommando per tutto il corso, dopo che l'ho messa a giro Ciro ne preparo un altro.
Yeah, his vocals, you hear the difference in like the low mids with his vocals in comparison. If I go back and forth between his vocals and the other vocals, like
alligatori per le strade, mangiamo avvoltoi, qua crocodile, indopa fa sgassare, sono le foto bella la scusa ma non
di un meccanico.
Faccio che voglio con il mio fisico.
Ti fa scassare, sono le facce del crocco, tira il freno a mano, scommando per
sono le facce del crocco, tramonto a lungomare mentre lui impasta nel co
tutto sporco, giramento alto, cerca il logo del crocco.
It feels like the other vocalist, I would like a little bit more highs in the vocals just to kind of mesh them together more so that they feel like they were recorded in the same place. Like, so I would do something, I would definitely boost a little bit more of the highs. Definitely would recommend something like, for example, that I love to use is the SSL channel strip is so solid for doing stuff. I always prefer when I'm boosting, I prefer to grab a analog modeling plugin because you just get more character usually than something like a Fab Filter. So sometimes I'll just raise this to like 10K. You can definitely use your ears with this. Don't just kind of just throw it on, but definitely what I would recommend is raising up some of the high end here. And it would make you the other vocalist. So you would create like a separate bus, right? For the other vocalist, and just have like an EQ to boost the high end before it gets to the lead vocal chain. But I don't know how you have it routed. Do you have like a vocal bus for everything getting sent through? What's going on, Roy Droid Void? What's going on, Jeep Token? What's good? So it all depends. Like, I personally, what I find is I'll make individualized buses sometimes for different vocalists, but I'll have them all kind of route to one lead vocal bus so that I could adjust them a little bit, but they're all going to be ran through the same stuff. unless like, you know, they have like outboard gear and they have like, you know, I work with some artists that do have, you know, like something like their U87 going to like a Tube Tech, so I can't run their stuff through the same stuff. Thank you so much for the subscribe, you rock fam. Hell yeah. Yeah, I do that. Okay, cool. I was just double checking. So I always recommend doing that, like having everyone have their own aux, but then running it through a singular vocal bus, just so it gels them all together for what I've aforementioned, so it sounds, unless there's something drastic, like they're using a bunch of outboard gear, like they have like a fancy preamp going to like a compressor / EQ and whatnot, then you'd want to kind of like leave that one a little bit different than the others and try to get the others to kind of emulate that, if you know what I mean. But yeah, hell yeah. Track goes crazy. As far as like other things in the mixing side, I would say yeah, there was a lot of different problems. That's the thing with like the mixing side, Pete Lavish. So I'm presuming that you did the mixing as well, Pete. Correct me if I'm wrong, that you did like the mix, because I think the mix that you did like on here, considering because there's 3 vocalists on there, and I already know that was hella challenging.
Ti fa sgasare, sono le foci del crocco. Tramonto a lungomare mentre lui impasta nel cocco. Quasi il benvenuto in fondo, non è un brutto posto. Giramento alto, cerca il logo del crocco.
So what I would say, that you could also lower the 2 singers plus me, by the way. Yeah, dude, it's always super challenging when there's multiple vocalists on a track to get the right balance. Roy Droid Void Neshka's track wasn't played yet. Their track is after Aton's, if I remember correctly. And
Di Costa Beach, bye bye, non uso mai Nike, mi trovi giù, Dirty South 97 old style, questo street rap, roba da Miami Vice, in love col boom bap come chiappe che fanno clap, non rappo per il cash ma la sera nel passato, la squadra è molesta, chiama la vita da astla, stare avanti first class è sempre bello, tranne se parlo di sesso, tornati blocco.
But like, all things considered, dude, like very, very very, 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 very solid mixing here, dude. Like, my thing for you guys that I would highly recommend, first off, is Dirty South, like a group of you guys. Because, like, if you could, but you said you guys live in different places. I see. What tends to perform well is if you have like pictures of you guys, unless you're going the anonymous route, which is totally fine. But if you do kind of are able to kind of meet to like at one point to take a photo for your social media, I'm telling you that'll go such a long way. And having your bio, and you can link to your social media profiles in your bio here would go such a long way. Oh, you do? Okay, solid. I'm studying mixing at school. Hell yeah. No, that's great. That's what I did. So yeah, that's fantastic. We meet up a lot, but sometimes it's not possible. That's totally fine. That's just the nature of it, man. Sometimes you just can't, like, I record one of our artists on our roster. I record him remotely most of the time, but if we do have like the opportunity, like we will book out a studio and record in person as well, just because it's just a lot easier to communicate ideas in person. So I totally get that workflow. It's a lot of back and forth. So my main thing that I'd say is I would highly recommend getting on social media and promoting this record, because it's really cool. And I feel like having more of a visual to this would help you, and make a bunch of like shorts and whatnot would go such a long way, dude. So that's really all I got for you. Fantastic work, man. Like the mixing, like things, like all things considered, like I feel like I'm nitpicking. I feel like the vocalists are very nicely in the pocket, which is tough. I think just overall balancing with the low mids and all of that. Thank you so much for the subscribe. You rock, dude. And yeah, I think that's really all I got for you. Fantastic work, man. So yeah, I personally love to see, first off, Best way to promote. Ooh. So what I would recommend first off, best way to promote is to make it personalized. You have to think of when you're making a record, there's always nice when there's some sort of a story to it. Like people like to buy into stories, especially if, they're true. I feel like that's really important, I would definitely recommend like social media content. So as far as like social media, honestly, if you're not going to put money behind a record, like social media is your best bet, because just grinding on there, you have especially with nowadays with Reels that has the chance to, go viral just off of the, getting, like winning the algorithm, quote unquote. It's just the best bet to do it and make content and study what works. That's my advice. So study what works and learn how to apply what actually works to what works for you, because what works for someone else may not necessarily work exactly the way that it worked for you, but you could tweak it in a way where it could work for you, if that makes sense. So that's the number one thing. As I just completely closed out Aton's window, hold on. I was just like, nope, skipping Aton. I love that you named it Aton of the Worsening. Of the worst, it gets cut off on my form. And worsening mixes. That's crazy. So yeah, just like the musical equivalent of when you're using water paint and you have a cup to clean all the process, and it's like a cooler of that water, a color of that. Whoa. That's deep, Aton. That's deep. That is deep. Essentially, yeah, though. So we do have another donation submission. This is Where's the Mood? This is a updated mix from Aton. So let's check it out. Let's hear it.
When I saw the sunset in your eyes, all I wanted was your light in my life. As the sun went down and the stars came out, my hopes up to forever that night. But the heavens stole you from me. My grief is the price of living with dreams. Where's the moon? Who stole your star from the sky? Lost too soon. Without you, there is no light in my life. Now as I gaze into the night, I know somewhere a star's burning bright, waiting patiently for me to see the sunrise in a new lover's eyes. Till then I will search the night for a sign of your everlasting light. Where's the
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. That was Where's the Moon Again by Aton. So I do think that honestly, I don't think that you overdid. Like, I do think that there's a couple things regarding the mix. I don't think that it's worse than before, if that's what you're worried about here. I do think that it is definitely an improvement. But there are things that I feel like are now, it's just a matter of just rebalancing a couple of things here. So I'll go into that. So, yeah. Yeah, it's just a matter of rebalancing a few things. Like, for example, yeah, no, definitely the vocals. Definitely the vocals are way better. I would say the drums are definitely, I like that they're a lot more up front. Now, what I would say, now it's a matter of, okay, I feel like there's a couple of things now competing for space, whereas before. I still would raise some of those backgrounds, just the night, whatever that's going on. That small ad-lib thing could still be raised up a hair. Definitely would lower those strings and that guitar picked. Where is it? It comes in. Where is it? I would lower the organ. Where is it? Where is it? I'm gonna tell you where it is. That I would lower that a hair. Nothing crazy. Because it's a little bit louder than the lead. Because now it feels like in the hook here, like with all the strings and the layers there, that it feels like it's drowning out the background vocals. The strings are very easy to have too loud just because they just take up so much of, like, they just cut through so easy. Yeah, I would definitely lower the organ a decent amount. Yeah, this is really, like, honestly, dude, like, I don't think this is a worse mix than before. Like. I think it's the case of how I was saying before about the ear fatigue. When you listen to the same song too much, you drive yourself crazy. Dude, especially if you're the same person who produced it, mixed it. I know you didn't record it, but in some cases recorded it and then on top of it mastered the record. Like, you've heard that by the end of that whole entire process, like, you've heard the song literally like hundreds of times. So it's so easy to kind of get lost in the sauce of what's going on. Yeah, honestly, like, you solved, like you did a fantastic job, all things considered. Like, I'm gonna download it again and check the I fix one thing, another pops up. Yeah, that's why I always compare mixing to like a puzzle. That like carving out the spaces for each other, because if you end up, not carving enough out, then they're going to be overlapping and the puzzle pieces won't fit. But if you carve out too much, there's like gaps. Let's see. It's always the struggle, man. When it comes to doing like the mixings thing. Let's see. Boom. We're going to load this up and check. Let's see. Bada boom. Yeah. Around 100 tracks, just a lot to keep track. Dude, I know those kind of mixes are like when I have like a mix that has, because I tend to add so many layers too, man. Like when it comes to mixing, like I hate myself because I'm like, oh my goodness, why do I gotta overcomplicate everything? But it allows you so much control, fortunately, but it also makes your life a lot easier. So sometimes you have to condense some of the layers down. So instead of it being like, let's just say 3 separate hi-hats that are going on at the same time, like you kind of condense them to one track. So instead of 3 separate tracks, it's 1 track of hi-hats and stuff like that. Let's see.
Without you, there is no light in my life. Where's the moon? Who stole your star from the sky?
Never be able to. No, not all the points on Japan. There's a pattern on the chorus. Do you think I should get rid of it? Let's see. I don't think the pad is worth getting rid of. I think it adds a nice width to the track. Yeah. Like just literally like warming up the low mids, get a little bit of harshness out of 3K. Yeah. It just Yeah, I'm essentially just getting rid of some of the harshness in the upper mids and then just warming it up with a little bit of a bump in on the low mids here, because you could see like it almost like looks like it scoops down in the sense like in the mids, and it gets real active in the high highs. Honestly, you could probably even do something like this. Try to de-harsh the highs. That's essentially what I would do. Like, overall in the mix is look how to adjust this curve. Honestly, you could literally just copy this curve here. These kind of nodules, we're listening more at the some of your synth information that's going on. Your de-esser that you have, you might not have it acting aggressively enough. I'd have to see your settings that you have going on. Yeah, this. Just let me bypass it. That's without. Without. With. It just tames it a little bit. Can you pull yes or no? Oh, yes, I got you. I got you. I got you, fam. My bad. Let's see, can I ask Big Fair, can you pull yes or no to make a decision for me, not knowing what it is? Oh, I'm sorry. I hold on. We did vote on this one before, but I got you, Jeep Token. Yes or no. The choice is yours. I got you. Boom. But yeah, I hope that helps. I mean, there's very small things in the mixing that I would make differently. Outside of those small things, like, I don't think you made it worse. I think it's definitely an improvement, because I feel like before some of the elements like were really lost in there. So I definitely would, like, I do like the presence of the drums now. No, you, Jeep Token, no, you. So yeah, honestly, that's what I got. I love that I have no idea the context for this. Hopefully it's like, should I exterminate the world? And we're all voting, yes! We're like, yes, Chief Token, yes! We're like, whoa, what's going on? But yeah, that's really all I got for you. There's not really anything else to me that's in the mixing that's like really standing out here that needs that needs fixing, quote unquote. Just very small adjustments here, and I feel like you're totally on your way. I feel like you're getting to the point you're like at the 95% stage of the mix and master where you're overthinking every small thing about it to to the extreme. And what ends up happening is like we always like us, like I could tell you're a perfectionist here, just one by your naming system, and two by the nature of like obviously you want it to be the best that you can be. So no, you. I'm the same way about tracks, Aton. Like I'll mix the same thing like so many damn times. So I totally get it. Thank you so much for submitting, Aton. Hell yeah. Yeah, the 10.2, because you can't just go version 11. You have to do version 10, but it's a little bit of a change of version 10. That's why. That's some perfectionist labeling right there. That's not that's like someone who that's someone who works on like on software updates. That's the kind of thing they're like, oh, it's actually 1.1.12 update. I love it. Thank you so much. Oh, damn, we got Gashiki P up in here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. So we have something bad has happened. Oh, wow. Wait, I just realized. Wait, Gashiki P. Wait, when did you become a subscriber? Wait, what? Wait, when did that happen? Well, oh, look at you. Oh, cool. Thank you. Hell yeah. So we're going to do it. This is something bad has happened by Gashiki P. Let's run it. No, exactly. I'm Aton versus 100,000.543. Yeah. Did that poll close? I don't think so. It should be open still. No, it's open still. It's 86% yes. So I think you got your answer, dude. So we got something bad has happened by Gashiki P. Let's run it. AKA Octopus P.
been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Hey yo! That's what I'm talking about. That was Gashiki P. That's why we're ending. That's why we're ending with the voice.
Forwarded to an automatic voice message.
It sounds anytime I try to get a hold of my mother. That's what happens. Goes right to voicemail. I know how that feeling is. That was something bad has happened by Gashiki P. Cool track overall. Absolutely love the like that weird kind of like you randomly just went. What? Just out of curiosity, what inspired that? I don't know why, but the song was giving Geometry Dash Paranoia vibes to me. I really like it. Nice work, Gashiki. Hey, no, I haven't played Geometry Dash in so long. To see the spikes going across the screen, and you turn to that like plane that only goes like diagonal. Mama Goose Nero. My call got sent to voicemail. Oh no! Inspired the what I'm the slowed. I read that wrong because the slow the pitch shifting down right here. This part. Pick up your phone! Alright, Gashiki P, I'm gonna add some vocals to this real quick. No, I love the synths. The synth sounds super full. Bass really nice and up front. So what I would say as far as like critiques go on this, first things first is I would like for the kick drum to cut through a bit more. I feel you can get some more low mids in that snare. That Vocaloid sounds pretty damn good. Gashiki, that's kind of crazy. Oh no, not the hee-haws again. Who's doing hee-haws over here? Oh, my cat says hi. This is how I get jobs now. Oh no. I have been adding more like bass to my drums recently. Solid. Yeah, honestly, like it feels like the overall production like I do like that I realized I couldn't go that high. I was like, I'm not even gonna try. That synth that's in the background that's super like reverbed out. I just feel like you could sidechain that kick drum and snare potentially to some of those other elements in the track. Especially that boom boom dun 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 dun, that thing, just like a hair. Like I like to lightly sidechain things because it helps like move things out the way. Thank you so much for the follow over there on Twitch. You rock, fam. Hey, let's go. Singing Matrix. I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. We got. I'm trying to open up the window again. Hold on. There we go. Doom, 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 doom. He absolutely forgot. Yes, I did. I have the memory. I have a terrible short-term memory, guys. What's good? I feel like adding some harmonies underneath that, like the maybe like phone, like that kind of comes up a little bit after some like ad-libs, because you did some stuff. towards the end here. I can hear it gets a little bit muddy in the lows here when you bring that synth back in, so you might have to cut some of that those lows out of that like arpeggiated synth just to make room for the other elements. Because you can hear, listen to the kick in the snare here. Like it's like really struggling to cut through. And that's why I think like adding that sidechain would go such a long way. What processing do you have on the vocals, just out of curiosity? Maybe adding a little bit of like analog saturation on the vocals could be sick, just to make it sound a little bit warmer. I dig the transition. I did? Oh no. Okay, now I know what you're talking about now. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
But I think those are really the only things. It's just a matter of just getting that cut, like those elements to cut through the mix more, Kashiki P, and I think you're well on your way. Like it sounds very polished. Maybe even like in the second time the verse comes in, some sort of like synth that comes in just like once. That's, I don't know, there's something that comes in. I would just demuddy the reverb a bit too. I feel like you can take some of those low mids out of the reverb and you're good. Honestly, when I made this, I really did much to the vocals, but I think this is reverb, and maybe EQ definitely has reverb on it. I'd like to remember it definitely has reverb. But that's really all I got, Kashiki P. I think track is fire. Thank you so much for sharing. Thanks. See, I try to use my phone for like the chat and all that, but like sometimes, like for whatever reason, it's just like, nah, guys. It's like, absolutely not. It's like, you can't use the phone for that. So speaking of Geode and Neshka, oh boy, I'm excited to hear this. So thank you so much, Kashiki P. Of course, like I already said, like I always say that if you have any questions, like feel free, you can always reach out and whatnot. So this is horrifying now, knowing the context of that. Oh boy. Any advice on the mixing of the vocals intended to have more of an ambient or ghostly vibe? Sorry for no hee-haws. Dang, oh no, there's no hee-haws! Geode, what? I thought you said there would be hee-haws! Oh no! I am so disappointed. No, I'm just kidding. Oh no! Where are the hee-haws? This is unbelievably disappointing, Geode. I think I'm actually going to cry. Thank you. There we no hee-haws. Dang, no hee-haws. See, that's gonna knock some points off right there. They're just not. Interesting. We'll see. I used to watch Hee-Haw. That's right. Oh boy, let's hear it. This is Heartache 3 by Geode or Geode and Neshka. Let's run it. Let's go. That was Heartache by Geode and Neshka. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Oh my goodness. That was Heartache by Geode and Neshka. Sick track overall. That's what I'm talking about. I love the yeehaws. The yeehaws are definitely my favorite part of this. That's what I'm talking about.
This was a certified banger.
She left. She left us. Neshka says Tiki. I don't think she can hear me. I think she's too far. Yeah, she's too far. Jeep Token's like, where's your rapping on this record? First off, great job, both of you guys. I peeped the vocals, I peeped the production, the Geode production, and the Neshka vocals. Okay, we got the yee-haw, yee-haw. Absolutely. They're like, oh, it's coming, Neshka, it's coming, it's coming. We got the gangsta rap verse coming up. Wait, what? Okay. As long as you have like the words like yeehaw in there, you have it. No. For this song. No, I know that song. No, I mean for this one. Hold on. Does this song qualify for song? There we go. I got the right thing. And that's just like, absolutely not. I am not recording vocals for this. It was real nice. Oh, who's that? Thank you so much for the follow, MYRX. You rock, fam. Join us on YouTube if you guys can. I do have a song. Wait. I do have a song that me and my friend are working on, but I don't know how to sample it. Oh boy. Yeah, that honestly, that's always the struggle, fam. I always say, guys, if you're on Twitch, join us on YouTube, because I tend to not see Twitch messages until like mad late, and I'm just like, that person's probably gone by this point, and I feel bad. And I'm like, oh no, no rap for Geode. Nah, Geode. I think Neshka should rap on this, right? Listen. No, Neshka's gonna rap on this. Like, if she wants to, that's up to her. No, Geode, no, you're supposed to be like, yeah, absolutely, yeah, of course. Nash is gonna be like, yeah, the song's about heartache. I like steak. Oh my goodness. Why do you do this? That's why. So as far as like the actual, so I'll be on a serious note on the record. First off, love the synths, love the chops, love the drum breaks that you have going on here. Neshka, that's for you to describe in your verse. You could be like, oh, but I like steak, but not really, cause I eat tofu when I'm in the mood. So, as far as like the production, the drums are nice and up front. I love the synths, the transition, those glitch effects are so nice. I'm joking, Neshka. You don't actually have to rap on this. Ooh, killer tofu. Geode, you're a nasty producer. I love it. Yeah, I love the way that you chopped up the vocals, especially like towards the end, like because they're like super like subtle in the mix, but they are filling out everything. What I would say is, like, far as like critiques go on this, The drums are like, I love how upfront the drums are. I wish the other elements of everything were a bit more, like a bit fuller sounding on the record. Because that bass synth, the bass synth is taking up a lot of, like the bass synth and the drums are taking up a lot of information. Like, I just feel like there could be more glue on like a more gel with the other elements with that would be really sick. That could be with a mix bus compressor. That could be in like some mastering. Nice filter. I feel like you can make this part here something else go on, because it just feels like there's something missing, like something almost like 8 notes. I don't want to say like maybe like you could even play around with like a delay maybe on like an element would be cool. I feel like it could be really nice. Let's see, or without fun fact, one or two of us don't. One of the synths is a layer of a clip of Neshka's voice. Oh really? That is sick. A saturation bus, then sending things various amounts depending on how forward you want would work well. Interesting. Like some torn action in like like that. Yeah, like I like some, you could have it like filtered, just something just to make it move a bit more here, like tucked. Maybe even if you put like a delay on that snare, like, but just like a delay throw, so it's not throughout the whole entire time that there's the snare, but just during this section. So like would go so sick. Like, it still feels like there's something a little bit missing here. There we go. That brings it in. The hi-hat solves what I was talking about, but I feel like there's something that could be another element that's maybe not as like in your face as the hi-hat to make more movement in the track, similar to like what I said, like with the delay, with the filter on it. See, delays are just a great way to just add movement to a track. Even using that for like some of your synths. I love how clean the drums sound, though. Fantastic job on this, guys. Yeah, FL calls it a send. It's a mixer channel. You put effects on it, then you could put other mixer channels through it. Yeah, bus/send depending on the DAW. I think a bus is the classic term. Yeah, that's how. I mean, I've always like a bus or an auxiliary track. Like an aux is also another. You know, an aux track is another popular way to that it's worded. But that's really all I got for you guys. Nice work. Yeah, Geode is a boss. Yeah, I totally agree. Geode is nasty with the production. Geode also needs to auxiliary track. Yeah, auxiliary like I tend like auxiliary track or like a send or like a a bus. They're all essentially the same thing. Boom, boom, boom. I know we do have 2 more Discord subscriber submissions. We have Perk Got Me Woke, then we have Jeep Token, then we're going to get to the free submissions, so I'll go through the order of the free submissions just so you guys know. The queue, I have Ragbot, then Zorg, then Sfinoti, then I have OJ McBaggin, 16 Megabyte, Peter Pan, August, then I have Rude Boy Pro / Aposol. That's what I have as far as the queue right now for the free submission, so if you want to submit, be sure to submit your song now. We gonna run the next one, which is Perks Got Me Woke. This is Kills. Let's run it. I forgot to add the de-esser, my bad. Honestly, that's pretty great, man. I love the honesty, dude. You're like, oops, that happened. I absolutely love it, man. Hell yeah, dude. Cool. We gonna run it.
Balenciaga my feet, I just put up and we ain't free. I just put on I'm free. But if I need what I need, I just put up by the free. Bitch, don't do nuts, it's my bankroll. I've been spragging on my sway raw. I've been chasing clientele, I've been eating well. I was chasing getting chunky, I was trying to tell ya. Let me get the bell, yeah. For the right side down, yeah. I've been on my shell, yeah. Catch the right side down, yeah. Look what's in the mail, yeah. It's a pack of snails, yeah. And those snails don't have you slow, have you geeking dirty. She been on my shit, she been acting really, yeah. I've been on the ground, catch me on it, yeah. She gon' sip a sip, she gon' need a chaser, yeah. Ballin' off the bank, fuck all of my neighbors, yeah. Watch me fuck all of my neighbors. Already fuck all of my neighbors, yeah, yeah. Already fuck this bitch named Brina. Let's go. Fuck this bitch named Brina. I ain't trust this bitch, I'm clutching on my Nina. Bad little bitch got swag. Stripper hoe, I don't mean to brag. I been on the jag. 3 times you make hoes react. Sydney to my Sweeney. I made Pirella so peeny. You can't fuck with Tanya. Also know that's tiny teeny. Ain't no sound up in this bitch, I hear no sound. I been on the bedrock, fuck the underground. Finna catch my check, finna cop a pound. I've been gone so long, the citrus gon' get brown. East to the west, I ship that shit from out of town. Bitch, you know it's gon' be ground.
Let's go. That was Kills by Perks Got Me Woke. That was sick, dude. Yeah, cool track, dude. I love the energy. First off, like, super weird track. That track is weird as hell, dude. Like, the instrumental is so damn weird. Cheap Token's like, I can barely hear the bass. Same! My Discord friend produced it for me. Hell yeah. Wasn't the best, but I needed to submit something. Nah, dude. I like the creativity, man. I personally, dude, I love the weird shit. So I think it sounds very very unique. They say I think the delay on the vocals might be going on too much. Either that or if I listen too much music today. And my ears are tired. No, I think that's totally a good. I definitely agree. Dude, the ad-libs on this sound so weird. I don't know, why does this sound so cool to me? Like, this is so weird. I don't know why I love those ad-libs that are going on. Those like panning real fast things. Is that part of the instrumental or is that your ad-libs, dude? Definitely gotta tame the bass, dude. The bass is like, I know this is probably not like a mix on it, on like the instrumental, so. Yeah, definitely I would lower the delays, Geode's right, and then even take some of those low mids out. Yeah, the ghost verb.
fucking snails, yeah. And those snails don't have you slow, how you geeking dirty.
I think at some points that ghost ad-lib could be turned down, but like in that other section was cool. I think it's too loud here.
She been on my shit, she been acting really, yeah. I've been on the ground, catch me on it, yeah.
I wish that the instrumental had more of a stereo spread. It feels very mono, and meaning that there's not like a lot of stuff going on the left and right channels. Like with a lot of times with the mixing, like you want to make sure that you're, you know, panning things out a decent amount. And a lot of times, like people when they produce stuff, like they don't really experiment with like panning too aggressively. So I always recommend for people to really delve into panning for especially like elements like synths and whatnot. You want it to be taking up the filling out the stereo fields of everything. Your kicks and your 808s and snares and lead vocals should be pan center, but all the other things definitely. Oh, is that the same thing? Yeah, cool.
Watch me fuck all of my neighbors. Already fuck all of my neighbors, yeah. Already fuck this bitch named Brina. Fuck this bitch named Brina. I ain't trust this bitch, I'm clutching on my Nina. Bad little bitch got swag. Stripper.
Dude, I feel like when you tame the bass, like this track is so unique. I love it. Like, I love the weirdness of it, dude. Definitely need that de-esser, but you already knew that. Who does this remind? Does this remind me of? Who does this remind? Is it Playboy Cardi? Who does this remind me of? Like, I just got a lyric video sent to me for shoot next week. Oh shit! Gonna be a movie? Congrats, man! No, that's great.
You can't fuck with Tanya. Also know that's tiny teeny. Ain't no sound up in this bitch. I hear no sound.
Uzi. Yeah.
Fuck the underground. Finna catch my check. Finna cop a pound. I've been gone so long, the citrus gon' get brown. East to the west, I ship that shit from out of town.
I don't know what, like, dude, like, you have such a unique tone, bro. You need to, like, take this sound, bro. Like, this sound sounds good for you. Like, you gotta, like, fine-tune the mix and all of that jazz and all that shit, but, like, this kind of record, like, I don't know why, it just sounds really good on your vocals. Definitely need some ad-libs in there other than the ghost ones, dude. How many people are in the queue? Not gonna lie, I do have quite a bit. I have one more Discord subscriber than I have like a good like 10, so just roughly. So just to be transparent. So I would submit now. But cool track, man. That's really all I got for you. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, that with the right mix would go stupid.
Already fuck all of my neighbors, yeah. Already fuck this bitch named Brina. Fuck this bitch named Brina. I ain't trust this bitch, I'm clutching on my Nina. Bad little bitch got swag. Stripper hoe, don't mean to brag. I've been on the jag. 3 times you make hoes react. Sydney to my Sweeney. I made Pirella so peeny.
Yeah, I even like, I feel like the just the de-esser on the vocals will fix a lot of those that harshness, and then like other than that, dude, like sick track. Thank you so much for submitting, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. We gonna move on to the next one, which we got Jeep Token. That's what I'm talking about, which is apparently not a Jeep Token song. Not a Jeep Token song. We got a bunch of zeros and FDX4. So whatever that means. Is that like a color code? You know how like there's like that, is it the hex codes or whatever they're called? Just at it. Now I'm curious. Nah, of course. Thank you for submitting. You rock, fam. Hell yeah. I'm learning. Apparently it's when I searched that online, it came up, it said there was a pressure sensor, but it wasn't the exact numbers. Boo! All right, we gonna run it. Oh, there we go. Cheap token. In this corner, weighing 300 pounds, .6'11", the Punisher. Look at this! That track goes hard, man. I still eat deodorant. That's right. Fresh breath, that's right. Can't be having rank breath, dude. Gotta eat your deodorant twice a day. That's what the dentist 9 out of 10 dentists recommend Colgate Total, but one dentist recommends to eat deodorant every day instead. Yeah, in the other corner, weighing in 236 pounds, bench presses a tiger for fun, eats a bowl of nails for breakfast without any milk. It's Cheap Token! Yeah! Let's go! No, first off, a big improvement on the mix, by the way. Like, oh, those guitars are hitting now, dude. Oh. Damn, this sounds so good. Dude, this sounds good, man. Maybe just a little bit more clank on the bass, like. Nah, dude, you gotta leave those. That's what makes it sound brutal. Nah. Dude. That shit sounds good, man. I don't know what to say. That shit sounds good. Whatever you adjusted, dude, sounds real nice. Dude, I want to walk out of that. I want to walk out to that. Dude, if I was a wrestler, man, I'd be so proud to walk out to that. I'd be like, going around, like looking at my opponent, like, that's right, man, you're going down. You know what I'm saying? Completely different amps, EQ curves, bass drum, snare. Dude, that sounds good. That sounds, I don't know. That sounds pretty ready to go for me, man. The only thing is maybe a little bit more clank on the bass. That's, dude. So sidechain the snare hard to the guitar to make it pop hard. Yeah, dude, it sounds good. Maybe turn up the guitars like a hair in the low mids. Like. But here is fine. I don't know. That shit sounds crazy. That shit sounds crazy. That shit sounds crazy. Cheap Token. Great job. Great job. That's like night and day from the last one that you sent through, man. Like the version of this. Some chop like screams. Nah, dude, you did your thing on this. Now, dude, if you don't mind, I want to see like when this is when this when this track drops, man. Like, I want to see like you don't have to send this, like you don't have to send this, but I would love to see. You said if your friend's like going into wrestling and like he's going out to this, like if you could like send a clip of that, that'd be crazy. Be like, oh my god, I know who made that. Less tracks only means I'm doing more work on them. Dude, that's the best thing, man. That's why I always say, like, I think it's so, sometimes, like, what I find myself doing is, like, I can make a bunch of tracks. Like, that, there's like, making a bunch of tracks is easy. But making a bunch of tracks that feel special is the hard thing. That's the tough thing to do right there. And with that takes putting the time, putting the effort in, and really like grinding and really making sure that what you're making is, you know, to the top of what it can be. And that's how you improve. That's the best way to improve, is just by really grinding and working hard on it. So I'm like, you did your thing. Like, I thought that sounded world of a difference from the first initial version you sent through. So yeah, that's what's like partially what's taking me so long to like work on some of first off, I've been working on mixing an EP for the latter part of the past like 2 weeks because I'm just a perfectionist. And it's almost done. But it's been definitely in the works for a bit. So that's been taking up a lot of my time on top of where I want to release metal music, and that I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to things. So I want when it hits to hit, you know what I'm saying? So that's really the goal. Ayo! W! We got another win. Nice job, Jeep Token. Thank you so much for submitting. As per usual, we're going to be moving on to the free submissions. Hell yeah. Cool. Let's get to it. Boom, boom. Yeah, guys on Twitch, if you guys could come through to YouTube, that's where all the voting and all that happens. If not, it's totally fine. I just don't read the Twitch comment section as much. So just keep that in mind. And if you haven't hit the like button or subscribe button so far, what are you doing?
This was a certified
We do this
banger.
twice a week. We do this every Tuesday and every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely come through for the live stream. And definitely join the Discord server. It's free to join Discord server. And yeah, if you want to submit to the live stream, the form is pinned both on YouTube and on Twitch. In the chat, it should say submit your song here. Click on the link, fill out the form. It'll automatically add your song to the playlist. So we're going to be going to the free submissions now. So free submissions are 1 minute 30 seconds per track. So we're going to get to the first one, which is Pianos version 2 by Ragbot. Let's run it. Zorg! What's good? That's 1 minute 30 second mark. Thank you so much for submitting. That was Pianos. V2 by Ragbot. Cool track overall. Absolutely love the swing of the drums you got going on. There's a lot of weird stuff going on here, which is cool. And I think when one of the major things when people start going on to production is like, you know, we tend to add a bunch of stuff for fun, and because you hear these ideas, like for example with the keys and whatnot, and I love like what's the motion that you have going on with the keys, but you have a lot of other elements, and what ends up happening when you first really start getting into like production. Like seriously, like a lot of people, what they tend to do is they tend to overproduce a bit. What's going on, Blood Wolf? What's going on? What's up? Cat's up? What's good? Yeah, and with that, it becomes evident because what ends up happening, right, is you have a lot of these moving ideas, but these competing ideas for what the focal point is. So what I tend to do when I do production, right, I always think of it like this. You want like one lead melody idea, typically, right? You want one, you know, well, you could have like a drum kit you want one bass line, right? And then something that kind of gives context to the melody. So like chords or something like that, like tends to be the sweet spot. And then adding any more than that, other than just layering what's there, tends to just muddy up the idea that you have. So, for example, right, you have this these chord stabs that are going on with the keys here, right? Where is it? Bum. So you have this bum, 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 dun, 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 right? And you have to embellish that, and with that lead melody that's going on, the do 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 do, that kind of plucky thing feels like it's distracting from that idea. And if you were to have, for example, if you're producing for just to put the song out, right, what ends up happening is like that you can have these competing ideas, but if you're looking to have like an artist on there or whatnot, it's very hard to write to something when there's this many things going on. Plus, when you have a lot going on, it ends up being a bit complicated because it gets harder and harder, especially first starting out when you're just learning, like, you know, music theory and all of that, to keep things in context of the key signature or like of context of the chords so that things don't sound super dissonant at times. So that's what I would recommend, is just simplifying it and making your layers complex, but not a bunch of these conflicting things going on. 5-Wit. Oh, thank you so much, 5-Wit. Cool vid, my friend made one. Made one for one of my new songs. I really appreciate any advice on how messy the mix gets. Got you, fam. Thank you so much, 5-Wit. What's going on, Ghostface? How we feeling, dude? So your track is next. But yeah, Ragbot, that's really the main thing. Like, I think one of the most common things starting out is overproducing or underproducing, where there's not a lot going on. And I feel like there's a little bit of a mixture of both. Like towards the beginning here, is more of like the underproducing. But over here, when you get to like what's going on, there's way too many moving parts trying to compete for what's for your attention. So just be careful of that. It's cool. Thank you so much, Ragbot. You rock, fam. Let's get it. Let's go. So thank you so much. Can you refresh my... Hell yeah. Of course. I can refresh. I got you, fam. Just let me know when I get to yours. Yeah, cool. No, Ragbot, really nice job. Is the mix good? I would say I would focus mainly, Ragbot, I would focus mainly on the production first before even worrying about the mix. To be fair, I don't think the mix is bad. I don't think the mix is bad. I just feel like because of there's just so many competing spaces, like when you fix that issue, it's going to make mixing it like 20 times easier. So that's why I mentioned that. I'm looking for the, let me see. I'm gonna pull up the link. Okay, no, you threw it in, got it. Got your submission. Boom. Cool. We gonna run it. So this is, why did it, okay, which one am I listening to? It for some reason, let me see, maybe if I went right to the, hold on. Maybe because there was a space there. Hold on. No, you're good, you're good. D-list right here? Okay, got it. Is this the right one, just to be sure? 3 days ago. I'm assuming this one's the right one, right? It's okay. Sometimes with links, it's like mad confusing, fam. So that happens a lot. Yep, right one. Cool. Awesome. Let's run it. This is 5-Wit D-list. Let's run it. That's a cool shot. That's sick. That's sick. I dig the video. Hell yeah. Let's get it. That was 5 with D-List. So, cool video overall. So, first thing that I would say is that I love like kind of like the vintage look you were going for. Just out of curiosity, like what did you shoot on? Because it kind of gives like 2000s vibes, like the way that it was shot, the like the aesthetic of what it looks like. Like my friend's old ass camera, I forgot the model. I love that, dude. I love that. No, that is cool. Like it reminds me of like the 2000s, like the way that it's shot, because it has like that like blurriness. I don't even know how to describe it. It reminds me of like similar to like the video camera that I used to when I first like when I was like younger, when I first was like started to make videos and whatnot. When I was a kid, like they would look like this. So that explains the aesthetic. You got some really cool shots, man. Like overall, like I think that the track, I do like the kind of like I don't want to say experiment, the ambient almost vibe of the instrumental stuff. It reminds me of like almost like drifting in space kind of vibes going on. I don't know if that's what you were going for. Sorry to cut off. Showed no, you're good. I have to get back to work. No, likewise. So as far as like critiques go, I would say regarding the mixing on this. Like I love the aesthetic of the video, man. It's like super sick. What's even cool is like it's like the reflection of whatever you're shooting this with is so. This is probably my favorite shot because like at the end you cover it, but then you could see the sky and the reflection was so cool. Honestly, don't really go for anything. Just open my DAW and randomly throw stuff together. You know, that's a vibe. I would totally recommend getting into like the mixing side of things, man. It's actually green spray paint. My friend edited it. Oh, really? That explains because it looks like, hold on, that because there's green here on your hand. Because I was like debating, is like, are some of these shots green screened? Ah, got you. That makes sense. So, what I would say, I totally would recommend getting into mixing, man, because, like, I think that the sound, like, I dig the sound. I do feel like a mix could totally make everything, like, come together even more. So, and I'll explain in ways and how I would go about doing that. So the first thing that I would say is I feel like I would love for the vocals to cut through what's going on a bit more. And there's a couple ways to go about doing that. One is EQing the vocals so that you could bring some more like high end in the vocals. I feel like stacking the vocals at times could be really nice of an effect for your vocals. I just hear the sound of it and I feel like it would sound really good. The overall like synths like tend to take up a lot of this low mid frequency that the vocal wants to sit at. Especially that bass synth. That bass synth is loud relative to what's going on elsewhere in the instrumental. So I would love for that bass synth to just be a little bit lower in the mix in favor of having the vocal cut through more. those drums could be a lot more up front. Hey, what's going on, Magic Jones? What's going on? I think it's the first time you joined when it's not right at the end. Let's go. Oh yeah. We got yeah, I would say about bringing the drums more up front in the mix and getting them to knock more. And there's and ways to go about doing that. First things first is definitely having some sort of drum bus where you can group things together. What I tend to do, funny enough, is what I would recommend just starting out, have a bus where you run all of your drums to, so you could throw in like a bus compressor on there, and then you could throw some saturation on the drums, or even some like soft clipping on the drums to get them really up front. Yeah, the vocals could come up like a decent amount here. I like that high vocal, maybe panning that a bit more so it's more separated from what's going on. What's the benefit of having a drum bus as compared to all the individual drums? So the I'll explain. So the when you're mixing all the individual drums, right? Like you kind of do them both in tandem. So you mix into a drum bus, and what a drum bus does, right? What a compressor, the way when you set a compressor, it has an attack and release time, right? So we'll pick up, for example, let's see some Pro C. What's Pro C? It's just a lot easier to show on here. Yeah, Pro C. Well, I'll throw up a random compressor. So let's pretend like this is on the drum bus, right? So what's going to happen when you have your drums get fed into this, right, is that you're going to see your kicks and your snares tend to be louder. Like roughly will tend to be a bit louder. And what a compressor does is it will take any element that goes past the threshold where you send. So let me, let's see, what track do I have this on? Perfect, this track. So I'm going to put my vocals through here so you can see what's going on. I know it's not drums, but you'll get the idea. So you'll see, okay, pretend like my vocals now are drums, right? So you'll see these inputs, and there'll be like times where you say certain words like the word time will tend to go a lot higher than something, you know, or eerie, time. See, there's a big difference in volume. So your kicks and your snares tend to have those, you know, tend to be a lot louder than your hi-hats and whatnot. So when you turn down the threshold, right, of your drum group bus, so we're saying it has all your hi-hats, all your percussive elements, what this is going to do is it's going to tighten up your kicks and your snares, right? But it's also going to glue all the other elements, the kicks and snares, so it's all gonna essentially duck in volume when the kicks and snares are happening. So it creates this kind of motion that sounds really good, that we like to call pumping in compression, which sounds really, really nice to our ears and musical, especially if you mess with the attack and release settings. And what also tends to happen to compressions like to also raise the volume of what's quiet. So it balances the volume between the kick drum, and it also balances the volume between the hi-hats, so they're actually evened out more. So that's why we call it a drum, like drum bus or like drum glue, right? So a compressor is going to be acting with everything together, so it is going to be turning all the elements down at the same time or up at the same time, you know, relative to whatever you set the settings at. Whereas if you have it on the individual drums, you're not going to get that same, like when the kick drum happens, it's not going to turn down the hi-hats, if that makes sense. That's why having it on the bus, it tends to like make your drums sound like more of a kit than just a bunch of separate instruments. And that goes for not just drums. It's a trick to get things to gel together, like synths, or if you want your background vocals to sound like one, big vocal stack, like you tend to run it through like a background vocal aux, because there's a bunch of individual background vocals, but setting them all to one background vocal and then compressing them all will just even out all the volumes of everything. So, and make them sound like they're one singular kind of unit versus a bunch of individual stuff, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Let me see. So it normalizes the drum output and allows for more dynamics and other. Essentially, yeah. Hey Corey, how are you, man? I'm doing good. How are you? I haven't been here in a while. Joined late. Hope the stream isn't almost over. No, we're still here for another 2 hours. You're good, fam. And hey Corey, what's good? What's good, Idex? I'm doing good. How are you? Nah, you're good. You're good. Perfect timing. I realized I read the same comment twice. It's all good, fam. Now we got another 2 hours. We're good, fam. But yeah, it gels them together. So that's why you want to have a drum bus, typically speaking. So I hope that clears it up. I would love, like, if I had like drums to, if I had like an example, I'd show you like off top, but I use Pro Tools. So, but yeah, it does do a world of a difference. Honestly, I would lower that bass synth in favor of raising up those drum elements for sure. I'm busy as shit with finals, so hopefully I have something mixed beautifully next. Nah, dude. Nah. At the end of the day, man, like I just give feedback just like, for future reference, no one really has to necessarily take the feedback, but I always love to give a little bit of something. But I think the song is great. I always like to give like something for people to take away and apply later on. So I think the track goes hard. So yeah, best of luck with finals, dude. I know that feeling, man. I don't miss that feeling. So I love having to go and do finals. What's funny? I'm actually like kind of roping myself into going into school again, probably. So that's gonna be fun. I've been applying for master's programs, so that's going to be fun. Finals all over again. Oh, yeah. No, but best of luck on your finals. You got this. And, yeah, great job. Thank you so much. We gonna move on to the next one. I know Zorg was here earlier, so we're going to go to the next one. We're getting back to the free submissions. Let's get to it. We got Zorg, the grand finale. First off, this is a cool-ass picture. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Schools take good luck, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, education's important, guys. Get an education. Nah, finals are brutal. So, then there's high stress periods of time. So, fortunately, after like a week or two, you should be all right. but yeah, I know that feeling, man. You got this. Cool, let's run it. Education, I just got that. It took me so long. Let's go. That was 1 minute 30 second mark. Thank you so much for submitting. That was the grand finale by Zorg. Thank you so much for submitting. Cool track overall. I thought that it sounded almost like you made a sample in a way, because there's like some sort of saturation, heavy saturation that's going on in the track, which really nice. It's almost like a string sound. It's like borderline like a string sound, but it's definitely like a synth of some sort, like a pad with a slow attack time. Like, really cool sound design. My guess, okay, Zorg, my question to you, is this like actually like the finale? Because I remember you said that you were working on some sort of project, right? Is this like actually the finale, or are you or is that essentially like, you know, you were going for that's just a fun title? I always like the mystery of your tracks. There's always like, it always like fun. No, okay, cool. It always kind of takes me out into like some sort of a trance when I listen to your tracks, which I think is your goal. Because it just, like, the sound design is always so cool. Honestly, like, it feels like the kind of thing where, especially towards the end here, like, that's horror. Imagine being home alone and hearing that shit. I'm already working on something else. Zorg is on top of it. That's what I respect about you, is that, like, you, first off, you're constantly making stuff, which is already admirable on his own. Because I know a bunch of people, like, they ain't making nothing, you know. So I've always respect people who have that grind to, you know, get their stuff done. So hell yeah, Zorg. So one of the cool things I would say is it sounds like it was like being played off of like a vinyl record player. I would say, like, as far as like critiques go on this, like, really nothing jumps out to me. Like, it's really cool. It's like, on the you know what's funny, Zorg, you're kind of like known as like Mr. like the ambient guy or the experimental guy on the live stream, by the way. Yeah, honestly, it sounds really cool. It sounds nice and full. Like, I feel like because it's like an experimental piece, like there's nothing really that I would necessarily quote unquote fix. It doesn't sound like there's any elements that are like distorting or anything like that. So, like, in the mixing wise, so I think you did a good job. Good job on this, Zorg. Yeah, definitely. I definitely dig the spooky vibes. Like, I am a big horror fan, so I'm definitely a fan of the spookiness of everything. So appreciate you, Zorg, for submitting as per usual. You rock, Zorg. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
This was a certified banger.
I just spelt your name on the form for here. I just spelt it as what did I spell Zong. I'm so glad you guys can't see this, like, this form where I like type your guys' names, because I'd be butchering your names so bad on here, and I'm like, oof, yikes, the spelling was not even close. May I ask? Yeah, no, I got you, Hydex. I'll give a bit of a Q update for you. I got you. So, as far as what I got now, I have Sphinoti, then I have OJ McBaggins, then I got 16 megabyte, then I got Peter Pan, then I got, hold up, after Peter Pan, Audges, then I got Rude Boy, then I got Verticam, then I have Hydex. So that's what I have as far as the live stream. If you don't hear your song on here, definitely be sure to double check the forum and be sure to submit. So definitely submit now. or Forever Hold Your Track until this upcoming Saturday. I also have a version of this track with drums. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Zorg. Hell yeah. Now, I've always been a fan of like the experimental stuff, man. Like we used to listen, especially at school a lot. I remember there was this one class that we did where it was a bunch of experimental music that we listened to, and they were like, we listened to like atonal music and like a bunch of weird minimalist stuff. So I definitely have an appreciation for all that. So hell yeah, dude. So we got Ground Zero and Understand What I'm Saying by Svenodi. Let's run it.
Understand what I'm saying. Understand what I'm saying. Yeah, understand what I'm saying. Understand. Oh, bad bitch in the session. Understand what I'm saying. Oh, my session. Yeah. You back, girl. Oh, if I do that, girl, because you talk about yeah. Understand what I'm saying. Understand what I'm saying, understand what I'm saying, understand what I'm saying, flex up on my ass, yeah, understand what I'm saying,
Last one, man. 30-second mark. Thank you so much for submitting. That was Svenodi. That was Ground Zero. Understand what I'm saying. Cool track, dude. Dude, when that 808 came in, I know he said in the chat that I was not expecting an 808 to come in at all. Then all of a sudden there was the biggest 808 just randomly just came in out of nowhere. It just rumbled everything. It made me feel like my whole world just like shook with the 808, which I think that's totally the goal when you have 808s in your track, is that you want them to sound like they like destroy your room with the bass. My submission is the last track from an album I worked on in 2024 and released. I didn't know how to promote it, and it's painfully sad to think about. That's okay. It's not too late to start promoting it. I'm looking for feedback or some good advice. Yeah, I'll go into a whole rant about like promotion right after this. So as far as like the track goes, like I do dig like some of the ambient layers on this. The vocals are cool. I definitely would say it is a bit hard to understand what you're saying because of the effects that you have in your vocals. So I would just tune it down a bit with some of the effects. I would say be careful of like the vocal timing. I know it's hard because there's not really much to go off of until the 808 comes in. And just be careful of your the mix like being too loud, because I could hear anytime the 808 you could hear it audibly turn everything down, and that's when you have like a limiter or something, or you're driving the master bus too hard. You can hear like this like ducking in volume and raising up again in between the bass, so just be careful of that. Thank you so much for submitting. You rock. Yeah, so when it comes to like music promotion, right, it's never an easy thing, first off, but it's never something that you should ever necessarily stop doing, and it's really hard as an artist to promote stuff, do make more tracks, do shows and all of that jazz. So it's a lot to balance. So Most artists kind of tend to lack on the marketing side of things just because most artists don't really treat their artistry like a business instead of something that's creative and fun to do, which, that there's totally merit in that. But as far as like getting forward in the industry, if that's what your goal is at the end of the day, because not everyone has that goal to, get more streaming numbers or, promote their tracks outside of their immediate circle, then it's going to take a lot of, due diligence of studying what's working. It's going to take a lot of due diligence of, really learning how to maximize growth through social media platforms. If you're not going to be putting money behind the record, and if you have money behind the record, that's a whole other thing. But one thing that I have to say regarding that is because we're in a beautiful age of, internet and all of that jazz, and with the power of TikTok these days, is that the time that you put a record out isn't nearly as important anymore than what it used to be back 10 years ago. Because now there's a lot of tracks that gain traction that are a lot older. Like, for example, I'll just off the top that I remember. I know this is going to be a random example that probably doesn't even apply to your genre, but it applies in the marketing sense of things of time-wise. But it's the first thing I could think of is Lizzo, right? And Lizzo's, the first record that she did, right, back that blew up. What was the first one that she did that blew up? What song did Lizzo blow up with, right? Blow up with. I'm pretty sure it was, Truth Hurts, right? So, Truth Hurts by Lizzo was released in by Lizzo was released in 2017, right? I believe. She re-released it. She re-released it on a double deluxe project, but it says online here that it was initially released in 2017 off of, like, the single. So the track didn't gain traction until 2019, which is why she dropped this album. If, like, she had the single Truth Hurts. Where is it? Yeah. Notice, like, she dropped a single. I wonder if it's going to show on her stuff here, because that would, I think they updated because they put it onto a project, but she dropped the record way earlier, and the track didn't blow up for 2 years. The track didn't blow up for 2 whole years. Look at here. Yeah. Look, like, first thing on Google, right here. Lizzo blew up with the song Truth Hurts. While originally released in 2017, it gained massive popularity, became #1 hit 2 years later in 2019. Appreciate who was that? Oh, thank you so much, Tassi. Your track is next. Hey, brother, I won't be able to watch your thoughts live, so check it out in post. All good. Let me know what you think. Appreciate you, man. Your track is next. But this goes to show the power of, like, it doesn't really matter as much. And I know this is, like, outdated because 2017 and 2019 at this point are 6 years and 8 years ago respectively. But the same still applies because TikTok is still such a massive force to be reckoned with in the industry that it doesn't, like, I wouldn't stress if something didn't perform so well in 2014. I would just still look at ways to promote things now. It's basically the takeaway. So, yeah. Is the amount of time? It's 1 minute and 30 seconds. So it's a minute 30. Take Kanye's new song, for example, OJ McBaggins. I don't know if that's a good way to go off of OJ McBaggins. I don't think that's the best example of that. Oh no. Oh man. I don't think that's the best example. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Kanye, man. Dude got lost like more than 10 years ago. I don't know what happened to him. All right, I'm going to pull up. Boom. So without further ado, That's How It Goes, Work in Progress by Tossie. Let's run it. That's How It Goes by Tossie.
This was a certified banger.
That's what I'm talking about. No, dude's writing is always so good. Yeah, I think it might be on your side. I don't think the track is mastered yet, so it might be that reason. You should check out Produce Like a Pro's Reverb Store. There's some cool mics. Ooh. I definitely will check that out now. Hold on. Well...
Look what I become, what I become, and what I've become.
First off, love the stacks, love the writing, the top line, the melody that you have for the hook is infectious. I absolutely love this is a strong track of yours. I know you're not here right now, Tossie, but I know I would if you were here, I would ask, okay, what are you looking for?
That's how it goes. Word for word, I'ma spill it. I don't mean to be in my feelings, but I can't control how I lose control.
Yeah, I think this this is definitely a new thing for you that I'm seeing. Is it's almost like this rap singing kind of thing that you're doing.
Beat goes to the ceiling, low key. I need to see you every day. In my dreams, I sleep to run away, 'cause I can't be awake and not see your face. I am so done, 'cause I am in love. Look what I become.
What I would say as far as critiques go on this is mainly in the mixing and some of the vocal things that you have going on here. What I would say, first things first, is that I'm not a fan of the guitar tone for that lead here. It's like Pluck thing. It's almost like a slightly too clean. I would like a little bit more edge on it. Like a slight distortion, nothing like metal or anything like that, but more of a bluesy distortion. So I would say I would make a track, like a bus, or since you're using Ableton, I would make a group on Ableton where you have those chanting vocals, and then send those to like a reverb. Well, first you still want a vocal chain before you send it to the reverb, but when it goes to the reverb, I would honestly, this is the kind of case that I would recommend having the reverb actually on the bus, so that you get a lot more of a, like, it would sound a lot like, I feel like the sound you're going for is more chanty in the back, and right now it's not really achieving that. I'm in the New York City area, so we're in the same time zone.
Heartbeat goes to the ceiling, low key. I need to see you every day. In my dreams, I sleep to run away, cause I can't be away and not see your face. I am so done, cause I am in love. Look what I've become, what I've become.
Slightly more compression on the vocals so that they get pushed forward in the mix, I would say. Yeah, definitely sending that to a bus. Yeah, because they just sound too dry right now. And when you get chants that sound too dry, they can come off as a little bit like cliche. So you definitely need to send it into like a bus with a more of a aggressive reverb on it. I would turn down that breath right before that. Vocals could come up in general for this hook. Just when you're down, I think that the latter half of the hook is fine right here. That part's fine. Notice there's a difference. I feel like compression could help with that. The evening out the volume. For all of the hooks. I do like you have like this other lead guitar line that gets really buried because it sounds like the same amp. Sometimes it's actually beneficial to run it through slightly different amp just to give it a different, tone. What a lot of like a producers / engineers do is they'll tend to have multiple different like amps, like Sims going on at the same time, weirdly enough. Or another trick that I know a lot of people will do is they'll literally like have a guitar that'll be panned. I know my amp sim might not load up, but on Ableton, but we'll have panned one to the left side. They'll like boost the distortion slightly more than the right side, but then turn down the mids like slightly more, so it's like a little bit different.
In my dreams, I sleep to run away, cause I
But other than that, dude, like, I get same things here. The backgrounds, I love that. Oh, that reverbed out thing you got going on is so nice. Would be nice. Solid job on this, man. I have nothing else. Good job. Hell yeah, dude. I hope that's helpful. Fantastic job, man. That should sound solid. So without further ado, we're going to move on to the next one, which is OJ McBaggins, Jim's Eagle. Damn. We got Eagles up in here. Let's get it. This is Jim's Eagle by OJ McBaggins. Let's run it. Is there a time skip you want me to do? I could send it to the beginning. Pet the eagle. That's a minute 30-second mark. Let's go. That was OJ McBaggins.
This was a certified banger.
All of the dogs. Cool track overall. Dang, you want to duel me for 5 points, Neshka? Dang, you already know you about to lose so bad. Boom, you gonna get destroyed in this. Cool track, man. You improv those chords. Those chords went crazy. What? I love the weirdness of those chords. Like the when you were like moving the major chord like around was real nice. Oh, I spelled accept wrong. Yikes. Maybe I should go back to school, Neshka. Yeah, no, my favorite part, OJ McBaggins, my favorite part is the samples. The random screeches of the Eagles. Dang, like I love oh no! I lost! Nah. We gotta do that again. No, we gotta duel all. I'm dueling all my points. I don't care. Oh, I did this wrong. Wait, I only have 5 points? Nah. We gotta keep the those eagle screeches in there. That's important. No, I definitely dig those chords. So cool track. I've really got nothing else. Like I would love to, you said the rest of the track is. Oh wow, you weren't kidding that there's a bunch of stuff. Considering that was improvised, that goes crazy. Like those are not just like simple chords going on there. And the fact that I can hear that there's like another element that's like layered underneath, that's really nice. Nice work, OJ McBaggins. Thank you so much for submitting. Oh yeah! OJ, that's right. Dang, we're gonna move on to the next one. Oh yeah, which is Billy by 16 Megabyte before 10 o'clock as promised. Let's run it.
God will forgive you for not giving time, but you're gonna reap a harvest of stealing. There's gonna be a season that come up in your life.
man he knows never shows up. Told to grow up so he grows. Hope the wind blows him where he wants to go. Roast, you sit on low, swing into a randomized path. Don't ask for help, just be like, oh no. Fantasize about the past, how you played in the grass. Untold poison you left with a life. Real, cross down the bill, I don't need your bands, I don't need your hands, I see what you've done. Lives down to see one by one. Love left dehumanized. See the truth in people's eyes. You like, you help like you need help. Why? You devils in the angels' disguise. Go ahead and just cry. No one said nothing, just cry. New shadow of my side. Silhouettes of characters differentiate. Really gonna be a Mike.
That's what I'm interesting, Mark. Thank you so much for submitting. That was Billy by 16 Megabyte. Cool track, dude. That was dang. It started off with "God Won't Forgive You." Well, right. Repeated over and over again. I'm just like, damn. That's how we're starting this song, dude. So apparently, this was produced. This was mixed. This was rapped. This was mastered by 16 Megabyte. They put in parentheses, why it sucks? What do you mean? Dude, me neither. So dude. Dude, I am definitely, like, I'm digging the experimental shit, man. Like, so, you went from, like, some weird experimental flume type music to, like, all of a sudden you're doing this super experimental, like, hip hop stuff, and I dig it. It's such a drastic left turn from what you used to submit. So it's still I'm still getting used to it, man. But it shows versatility. First things first that I would say is, my question to you is, what microphone did you use to record? What microphone did you use to record the vocals on? I see one of those weird YouTube shorts in your video. Reminds me of how much brain rot is this on YouTube. I use a browser extension to block those kind of things, and search 9 out of 10 makes me forget. Yeah. One of those weird YouTube shorts. Yeah, dude. The amount, even on Instagram is terrible. Instagram, what gets recommended to me on Instagram is some of the worst, like, some of the worst, most terrible things I've ever seen. It's awful. It's also some of the funniest things I've ever seen, because they're just so terrible. You're just, like, so shocked by it. New album was inspired by Arc Sophie. Oh, okay, that explains. Yeah. Blue Yeti. Okay, that explains the mic quality thing, because it does feel weirdly digitally, the vocals, because it is a bit hard to yeah, this is just all weirdness. No, it's all girls showing their yeah, that too, man. Like, it's ridiculous on Instagram, man. Like, that's why I, like, stay away from that. I try to stay away from Instagram as much as I can. The AI content that I see is crazy. Dude, there's, like, this whole lore thing that's going on with LeBron James and Steph Curry that's like it's hilarious, but it's also incredibly disturbing. I would pan that snare dead center if you can. But I love the weirdness of it, dude. Keep doing this sound, man. It works. Thank you so much for submitting 16 Megabyte. Cool sound. I love me the experimental stuff. Hell yeah, look at when all of a sudden your feed's full. Not even, man. Like, that's the crazy part. That's just the nature of it. It's like you're a dude, you're gonna want abundance of this. We got Bad Attitude by Peter Pan. Let's run it.
Sometimes just feel bad. We gotta hate all you bitches. What? With bad attitude, bad attitude, bad attitude, bad attitude, bad attitude, bitches you, bad attitude, bad attitude. And the nigga do not know who the fuck he is. Yeah, I got no goddamn clue. Bitch, who is you but speak up, ho? Yeah, my niggas calling blue, calling people. Jesus save us, niggas don't understand it, all these haters, Yeah, you come around my house with all these favors. Yeah, you need some Jesus, yeah, you need some prayers. But I hang you in the bad attitude, with the bad attitude. But I hate you and you with the bad attitude, with the bad attitude. But hello? Fuck you, nigga. What the fuck? Nigga ain't got a phone, Nigga don't not know where I know where we go, Put on UFOs and a nigga wanna know, Go out to the door, we kicking on that door, Nigga wanna understand, but nigga run around with the foes, Nigga wanna know game shit, but the game shit coming out now. Everybody wanna say shit, but the period don't work now. Everybody saying it, yeah, nigga don't understand it. That's why I hate you, that's why.
That's Bad Attitude by Peter Pan. Oh, Jay McBagan's like, I'll be honest. This is mostly wood muse. You gotta include that at the end. That was Bad Attitude by Peter Pan. Cool track overall. It says a short story. Love that. Look, I appreciate the honesty, man. Yeah, I love the rage types like tracks so much with the like
with the bad attitude, but I hate you and you with the bad attitude, with the bad attitude, but
What I would say overall, the main things that I would say as far as like critiques go on this is the mix is a bit too cluttered in the bass information. You could tell because there's a little bit of this distortion happening. My cat really likes it. I don't know if you hear him from across the room. I was just holding dude, and now look at dude's now over there like.
Bitches you, bad attitude, bad attitude. And the nigga do not know who the fuck he is. Yeah, I got him.
Definitely needs a de-esser on the vocals.
Where I know where we go, UFOs and I need wanna know, Go out to the door, we with the bad attitude. All these haters, yeah, you come around my house with all these fight.
Oh, thank you, Neshka. Thank you. Great sign if a cat approves. Yeah, that is honestly the best. Honestly, that's way more than if I or anyone else was to approve this song. The cat knows best. Thank you. It's like bad attitude. I feel like cats enjoy high frequency noise. Yeah, there is a lot of highs in this. Definitely needs a de-esser on there. And maybe even to lower the highs a bit, Peter Pan. I think I do dig the energy that you're giving to the track, so hell yeah, dude. It's just the mixing on this one. And I get it. Mixing is tough. Mixing is very hard. So I totally get how it's very hard to do. That's why people spend years or go to school for it. What's going on, Ben Thompson? How we feeling? Let's get it. Yeah, if mixing was easy, everyone would, have crazy mixes, but it's not. Unfortunately, it's a lot of hard work, and even like some of the best mixing engineers out there, like they have misses on some of their mixes because not everyone's perfect. It's not easy to mix a record that sounds so good nowadays. Computers and music complicate everything. Exactly. This is. Oh, by the way, realize my. No, you're good. What's good? Welcome to the live stream. How we doing today? Like, what the fuck made Metallica with no bass? And I thought of something really terrible to say about that. OJ McBag. It's like, don't get me wrong. I grew up listening to Metallica, but I think unfortunately a bust did that. Unfortunately for Metallica, that's sad. That's a sad reality of that. But hey, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna load up the tracks now for the next one. We gonna load up the tracks. So guys, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, do it now. Oh my goodness. We do this twice a week. We do this every Tuesday and every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely be joining us in the future. And if you're interested in me mixing and mastering your records, I do have a link for you guys if you're interested. So definitely blah blah blah. I do mixing and mastering regularly, so feel free. His new set was awesome. Yeah, they just needed to turn up the bass in their recordings. Yeah, it's honestly sad. I know I've heard a lot of hey yo, thank you Neshka. Let's go. Yeah, Metallica, their early days were crazy. The early days of Metallica. So it is a shame that what happened to Dude. It really is. I'm going to load up all the tracks that were submitted now. Hold on. So I do have only 4 tracks left for the night, guys. So if you want to submit, be sure to submit your track now or forever hold your track until this upcoming Saturday. Let's get it. Bum, bum. We got Patricia. Sorry if I said that wrong, fam. This is August. Also, sorry if I say your name wrong. I get it for fast. Yeah, like don't get me wrong. Like basses. I love me a bass guitar. I've heard a bunch of verses. I realized I didn't finish what I was saying earlier. That there's a bunch of like versions of like Metallica with a bass guitar, and they'll like fill out some of the low end of the mixes. And honestly, it does do such a drastic difference. Petrichor. Is it a word? Let me look it up if it's a word. Petrichor. It means, it is a word. It means a pleasant smell that is frequently accompanies the first rain after a long period of warm, dry weather. This is how you say it.
Petrichor.
Petrichor. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. The more you learn. Let's run it. That's 1 minute 30 second mark. Thank you so much for submitting. That was Petrichor. by just
This was a certified
cool
banger.
track name. I learned something today. Petrichor means that like the dang, it's a pleasant smell. It frequently accompanies the first rain after a long period of warm, dry weather. Like, yeah, honestly, it should rain today. That'd be nice. Cool track. What I would say overall, like, I do dig the guitars. I do dig it. That's a real drum kit, I could tell, which is nice. Hell yeah. The guitars, everything is nice. That snare drum is nice and up front. The drums are cutting through. What I would say as far as like critiques go, like I do hear the ideas what the vocals are doing. I would just be careful. There's been nothing but rainy here. Dang. See, I love the rain, so maybe I'll send some of that my way. That'd be pretty nice. Although, yeah, who said that they were like in the Miami area, right? It reminds me of that metal group that makes albums based on the geological scale. Geologic scale. Interesting. Whoa. I do too. Hey! just a lot. Yeah, there's a good balance. I get it. My friend was trying to teach another. He said a car just ran over your foot. Meaning project your voice. Yeah. Definitely got to project more. You got to really I would say breathing exercises, learning really to sing from your diaphragm, because that's where the power comes from your vocals. You have to really be able to project, and it sounds like you're singing too much like from your throat instead. So just be careful of that, and just really like there's a lot of these like throughout the record, kind of like there's these pitch discrepancies between you and the guitars. Because you're doing one melody, right? Like it feels like the melody was written almost separate from the guitar line, because it feels like the notes are really clashing at times. So I would just really rework some of those notes in the lead vocal, just to make sure that the vocal is in key with the guitars. Oh, I heard someone was saying that it's been rainy, and I didn't know if it was them or you that said they were from Florida, because I just know Florida has a bunch of rain usually. So, but yeah, cool track overall. I hear the vision, love the title of the song. So just be careful of that. And yeah, thank you so much for submitting. You rock. We gonna move on to the next one, which is 2AV. Then we got Verticam. Then we got Hydex. Oh yeah. Oh damn. Okay. Damn. Okay. Thank you so much, Top Cat Talent Show. Okay, we'll do a giveaway in celebration. So thank you so much. So Top Cat Talent Show has been, the past 3 live streams has been incredibly generous to give a more in-depth review to one of you guys. So we don't have a lot we don't have a lot of submissions left, but we'll still give away like a more in-depth review regarding the mixing, mastering, production side of things to one of the last people who are submitting. So I'll do that. Like, is 2AV or Verticam in the chat currently, by any chance? Because I only have 3 more left. So I have Hydex, Verticam, and 2AV. So who? I know Hydex is here. So are any of the other 2 guys here? 2AV or the other one? Just put this song together to you. Okay, so episode that you are here. Okay, I'm 2AV. Got you. So Verticam, are you here by any chance? If not, I'm gonna do a wheel. In celebration, we're going to do a more in-depth review for one of the last people who are here. Unless, if anyone's here who has submitted already too, like, feel free to, if you want a more in-depth review as well, you guys can enter too. So just say me in the chat if you're interested, and we'll do another giveaway. So, let's get it. Wheel of Names. The cookie! We bringing out the cookie! today. Shout out to Top Cat Talent Show again for supporting the live stream and also supporting you guys. So shout out to them for that. Definitely check out their channel. So we're going to, I figured 2 wavy. I'm assuming high decks. Let's see, high decks, and then let's see if anyone else. You guys could resubmit if you want. If not, totally fine too. Totally fine. You guys don't gotta, you know. I mean, if it's only 2, that's okay. It'll be like a battle of the 2. This will be really dramatic. Should we make it real? We should make it super dramatic. Should we make it like 2 out of 3 for fun? What do you guys think? since there's only 2 people here that can claim it, so we gonna do. Should we do 2 out of 3 or just 1? No, we'll just do 1. We'll just do 1. Kitty, psst. I wonder if my cat will come here and I'll use his paw to click the button. Come here, buddy. Let's see. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Hold on. It's stressful more than dramatic. Yeah, honestly, I think that's doing too much. All right, we got dude. Hold on. He's here. Oh, he won't let me pick him up. Hold on. Come here, buddy. Where's my kitty? Come here. You're gonna be the determining factor. You get to spin the cookie if you come here, buddy. Oh, there he goes. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. He's jumping. He's coming. He's coming. There he goes. All right, there we go. We got him. See, oh, your hands are wet. Oh no, your paws are wet, bro. He must have been swatting the water. He's not supposed to do that. All right, with the count of 3, you're gonna touch with your paw, bro. All right, let's do it. Hold on, I gotta put it in a spot. Oh my goodness. All right, there we go. Ready? Here we go. He wants to climb me instead. Okay, he wants to climb me instead. Okay, I'll use his tail. Hold on. I'll use his tail. Hold on. Here we go. Here's his tail. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Congratulations, Hidex, for the donation review. Speaking of Top Cat Talent Show, we have my cat. He's an attention. Congratulations, Hidex. Cool. So there we go. That technically counts as donation submission, so your track will go now. So this is Life Matters by Hidex. So cool. I don't know if you can hear him. This is quality entertainment. Hey, let's go. Yeah, good form. Good form. Let's get it. Scrutiny of the reptile.
I'm tired of fighting creation. Simple to just give up and dream on. Visions there as I make it up. Creating it, I felt was impossible. Take my torch, to you the light. I have it all wide open. Take a journey inside my mind. So keep me in. They tell me now that I'm still dreaming. The more I learn from you, I'm quickly learning. Oh yeah, I think I found it. I found what I love and I don't care, no, no. I won't give up, no, no. And I don't care, no, no. I can't hold on to down no more. Sit down no more. I'm slowly drifting away. I thought there's no chance of saving. I can still hear you call my name so fast and far from the source. I heard God say, your life is yours. I hear it deep in my heart. I pray inside I'm fall apart. I'm different, unique in my own way. I don't care, no, no. I won't give up, no, no, yeah.
That was No Doubt by Hydex. Hell yeah, let's get it. That's what I'm talking about.
This was a certified banger.
Cat approves. Cat approved. So cool track overall, dude. I love the EDM vibes. I do remember your tracks from the past. It has been a minute, dude. Super. It almost feels like 2000s influence in a way with like the times. Like when there was like a bunch of like trance remixes of stuff. I know this isn't necessarily trance, but you know, it definitely has that kind of feel to it. Interestingly,
I don't care, no, no. I can't hold on to the top no more.
So I am a fan of the sound design of the synths.
I pray inside I'm fall apart. I'm different.
My question to you now, the main thing is so regarding the track mix and the vocals. Out of curiosity, what did you heavily influenced subconsciously? Probably. No, that's cool. That's just the nature of it, you know. Like we all tend to just take influences from stuff we've like grew up with or listened to a lot. That's just the nature of like we just liked it, so we make stuff like it. You know, it's just the nature of it. So the overall composition, I think, is nice. I do like the. You do have these drop down movements at times. You do have like no wait the question. What do you mean? Sorry. What do you mean? I guess I'm lost in the sauce. What I would say overall, the what microphone did you happen to record your vocals on? Just out of curiosity. If these are your vocals. Because I don't know if it's like the effect on the vocals. You want to ask? That's what it was. That's what it was. It was what microphone did you record off? My bad. Yeah. I know. I tend to. They are my vocals. Hey, let's go. I tend to jump around in my head with different thoughts. Sorry, and then I'll go back to them eventually. I realize. Okay, 2018. Hell yeah. So I think what is that, like a chorus effect that you have on the vocals, or like a phaser effect? Something that's kind of there's an effect on the vocals that's making the upper mid frequencies and highs really harsh. So I don't know if it's like what tends to happen with like chorus effects that I've noticed is that like chorus effects have a really I also heavily influenced by Nerd Audio Xvox. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Let's go. Let's see. It was a plugin I bought, Xvox. I'm pretty sure I know exactly what you're talking about. Let me just double check it. You said Xvox. I'm pretty sure this is the this is like that all-in-one thing, right? Yeah. Okay. So you're using the Pro. You're using because it sounds like some sort of chorus effect that's on the vocals. That sounds a bit harsh in the upper mid frequencies. Yeah, it was everywhere at the time. Now it's the Pro version. Right. Oh, maybe you're using the older version, the Supernova version or the Pro? X-Track Xvox. Okay, I see. It's like similar to I see. Interesting. Yeah, it has like the modulation in there. It has the okay. It's almost like a RC. Is this the same? I don't think so. Right? Like, no, it's different. Because it has like a similar look to it than like our RC20 does. He's the Xvox, not the Pro. Okay, got you. Interesting. Got it. I see. So yeah, tone modern dynamics too. Okay, I'm just looking at what's on there. So are you using? I'm assuming what probably is causing that sound may very well be the like the special effects, like some sort of because they do. I'm seeing right here the pitch widener, and what I know a lot of times pitch widener tools have is sometimes they will be like essentially like a chorus effect, similar to like a chorus effect on the vocals, so that could be what I'm hearing. Looks like, yeah, it does, doesn't it? It looks super similar. Like I'll show you what I mean. If you're not familiar with the other plugin, it's another very popular plugin that was like made around like pretty early on, but it's this one's more of like saturation plugin. Yeah, it where I mean like because you have like the space, like the pitch widener, it kind of looks like if I was to like what's it called, let's see, I'm trying to see how you could do this. Hold on. There's a lot of cool stuff you could do with this. Like, for example, the tube. You have the tube here. You have, like, you can make it into, like, this, the space version here is the reverb, and like, you can add other stuff on top of it, but that's what it kind of looks similar to it, but it's definitely different. But that's a quick starter when it comes to vocal mixing, but now I think it was a bad sort, easy path that I didn't want to go for when I found the results. Nah, that's fine. Maybe the tone option, having the upper mid's too high. It could be that the tone option, because the tone option on here, I could see that being a thing, like having the tone module with the EQ. That's very possible. Adds sparkle and shine without harshness. Since this is a release track, I'm gonna move on. No, you're good. No, I just think like as far as like I always try to give like, you know, with as far as like the live stream goes, like the track, I always try to give like some advice, like just so that it could be applied in future reference. Like, so always take that. I always take the advice with like a grain of salt. Yeah. Yeah, because I would imagine so. Because like I just think of like, if you look at the Xvox Pro, which is probably taking some elements of that and enhancing that, what I would say is like you could see, maybe not the Xvox Pro. I saw something Pro. Where was it? X-Rack Pro. They do have like an OTT built in and a maximize feature. So I would imagine maybe like behind the scenes, that's what that's doing, like in like behind, what's actually happening in the plugin is some sort of like maximizing or something. Or like a bunch of compression going on. And I would say the upper mids, there's this one synth in there that went right around here. Like that one super airy synth that I would definitely tame some of that high end for, because the high end of that synth is like really harsh. So I would really do some EQing or maybe even some like multi-band compression to really tone shape that.
I don't care, no, I won't give up, no, yeah.
And I think a little bit less reverb overall would. It was very easy to muddy up a mix with reverb. Would love some more upfront with the kick drum there. The drums kind of get a little bit lost from some of the other elements that are in there. So this car for future edits of the song, yes. A while back, a time moves on. Release it as it sounds much better. Oh, cool. No, you're good. No, you're good. No, that's awesome. Hell yeah. No, I would love, like, send me the release version. I'd love to hear it. So guys, like, feel free also, like, if you drop songs like of like that you've made edits on the stream, like, I'd love to hear like the finals that are out for fun. Oh, wow, another cat. Wow, see, you have 2 cats that liked your song, dude. 2 cats. 2 cats that like your song. Another cat came downstairs with a toy in her mouth. There she is. Hi, Kitty. I wonder if you'll actually come on the live stream. Probably not. Psst. Come here, Kitty. 2 cats. That shows character. That shows a good song right there. I'm gonna throw the poll up. So yeah, guys, be sure to vote for song on the stream. I'm gonna move on to the next one. Thank you so much for submitting. It's on Apple Music and Spotify under the name Hydex. Cool. I'm gonna save this for later. Hold on. No, I did it perfect timing, Hydex. Hold on. Let's see. Got you. This time moves on. Let's get it. I'm gonna add this to my hold on. Where is it? Where did the window go? There we go. Time moves on. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get it. I'm gonna put this on a add to queue. Boom. Let's get it. Cool. I get confused with another artist called Hedex. That's easily that's just the nature of it, man. Until the algorithm favors you, unfortunately. Yeah, I got it. We're good. There was 2 Hydexes that popped up when I searched, but then yours was the one that had the most tracks that were like on the side. So hell yeah. Let's go. Hell yeah. We go listen to that. Thank you so much for submitting. You rock. So I believe we have only 2 more tracks left for the night. Let me make sure that no one else submitted. We got 2 more tracks left for the night, guys. So be sure to definitely submit now or forever hold your track till this upcoming Saturday. We got West Piano by 2 Wavy. Let's run it. AKA Apasol. Solid 2 wavy West piano. Hidex says chill beats are my favorite. That's, you know what's really funny about that, Hidex? Like, I feel like your music is like the polar opposite of chill. So it's I love I love that chill beats are your favorite. It's like the complete opposite of that. Cool track, man. Overall, I love the vibes. Like, I think that I love literally what I was saying. I would say I love the simplicity of it. Like, I love that there's a lot of room. And I feel like a lot of producers, when they start out, like they, as I was saying earlier, tend to overproduce things. Whereas this gives so much room for a vocalist to be able to like sing on the track. Like any artist could like hop on this kind of track and have plenty of room to be able to do what they want. Like, I just hear like our artist on the track and it would sound crazy. Like, so much space. The synths sound good. Bass isn't distorting. It sounds clean. I would just, as far as like critiques go, you hear this one sound that comes in here, that's kind of panned a little bit to the left. I would just tame some of that harshness in the mids. Not right now. It says, "Oh, I'm sorry." I remember you saying that. I remember you telling me that. And I remember like 21 is crazy for a cat. Like, so you should be proud. I agree. My mind is all over the place. Hidex, same. Nah, that track sounded real nice, dude. Like straight, like that track sounded really, really, really well put together. That sounds really, yeah, exactly. Ghostface, that like so many artists like would love to hop on a track like that. It's just so simple, but it's like, it sounds good. The bass is super up front. Like, the mix is pretty damn solid. Like, there's not much more to ask for, dude. Nice work. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude. I realize that I'll start like saying something and then my mind will go somewhere else, and then I'll remember and go back to that initial thing, and I forget that like people aren't in my head, that they can't follow where my train of thought is going. So I'll have to like be like, "Oh, sorry about that. Let me try. Let me go back and finish that initial thought and then get to the next thought." I'm just like, whew. Probably adds to like, that's why with these live streams, I'm just like, dang, I know people after these live streams, I was like, this dude's out of his mind. We got, this is the last one for the night, I believe. Yeah, dang. And then, no, of course, thank you. Started today, so glad not much to fix. Hell yeah, episode, hell yeah. Fantastic job. Are you sure? Yeah, unfortunately. Like, Neshka's dealt with me firsthand. Neshka's like, yeah, he's out of his mind. We got No Limit in My Sky by Verticam is the last track for the night. Cool, let's run it.
Outside, they know I'm fly, popping the shit all the time. Nowadays she gonna ride, and I be killing now, cause I be walking with mob ties. Yeah, he was talking down, now the boy walking traumatized. Money on money, I'm popping again. Fucking that bitch, I might fucking her friend. And I got power on my watch, feeling like I am intense. Nowadays I'm off a pill. One day I'ma count 10 mil. Bitch, I got money, I'm fine now. I'ma keep going so high, there's no limit in my sky now. All of these bitches, they ride now. Bitch, I got money, I'm fine now. I'ma keep going so high, there's no limit in my sky now.
That was low limit. No Limit in My Sky by Verticam. I like how I said low limit. That's like the complete opposite of what you were saying. Cool track, dude. Overall, hold on. I'm gonna throw the poll up for the track real quick. It is cool. I definitely get the spacey vibes that they're showing with the art. Just out of curiosity, who made the art? I'm just curious. Was it you? Because it seems like you're an artist. Like just by looking at your like profile picture, you seem like a dude who does like art. Maybe that's just me looking too deep into your stuff. But cool track, man. Overall, I would say that the definitely is No Limit in the Sky, and Your Sky in particular.
One day she gonna ride, and I be killing now, cause I be walking with mob ties. Yeah, he was talking down, now the boy walking traumatized. Money on money, I'm popping again. Fucking that bitch, I might fucking her friend. And I got me, I'm fine now.
Yeah, I love the clarity of the vocal recording. I like the energy of the track. The energy that you're giving the track is nice. What I would say overall, as far as like critiques go here, I would say the mixing, I feel like you can get the mixing like with the low end to be definitely more up front. It feels a little bit weak in the lows. The drums could definitely knock a lot more. We need Rocco's Modern Lifestyle music video. For which one? This one?
Money on money, I'm popping again. Fucking that bitch, I might fucking her friend. And I got power, my
the vocals are a little bit louder than everything else. I would turn up the instrumental relative to the vocals.
watch, feeling like I bitch, I got money, I'm
that kind of walk down synth should go hard, man. Like that should go like that. That track is hard. I would love for that to be more present in the mix. It like more glued. Definitely needs like a master bus compressor or something in there to glue everything together, and just to make everything a bit fuller sounding. But as of that, like that's really all I got for you, man. Like I thought track was cool. So nice work. Love the energy that you gave the track, dude. And yeah. Hell yeah, man. Man, now I want to do... I haven't seen Rocco's Modern Life in literally like a decade plus. Like, it's been so long. I don't even know what the theme song sounds like. That's how long ago I saw it. I can't even recall it. That's crazy. Dang, like I could see it, but I've never, like, I don't even remember anything about the show, unfortunately, for some reason. But guys, you guys are awesome. I'll sing it tomorrow. Yes! Oh yeah! No, it's always a pleasure doing these live streams. Thank you everyone for joining us. As per usual, you guys are awesome. I appreciate every single one of you guys for joining us and supporting everyone and supporting me. And what I love most about the live streams is you guys are very supportive of each other. And I think that's the most important thing when it comes to these things at the end of the day, is that, you know, artists supporting artists, content creators supporting content creators, and it's just, you know, that's what makes the live stream, in my opinion. You know, maybe it's incredibly biased because, you know, I host it, but I think it's very special in that regard. And my cat is now on the keyboard, so now he also agrees with, and he laid down on the keyboard. Dude laid down on the keyboard. Oh man, hold on, let's see if I can show him. Let's see. Hold on, he is on the keyboard. Look at dude right there. Thanks, bro. Anywho, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. No, you're good, Ghostface. If you join the Discord server, I'll like let you in, so you don't have to go past the verify. I plan on like making that a lot easier, by the way, guys. So yeah, honestly, it's always a pleasure to hear everyone's tracks. It genuinely is. So, and you guys should all be very proud of the growth that you guys have done yourselves. So it's a lot of work to do music. It's not easy. So good job, everybody. This has been a welcome distracted from work. Hey, let's go. I try. I always like, I feel honored to be the host of the show. So it's a ton of fun doing these, and it's a ton of fun getting to know you guys and getting to know your music and knowing your releases and seeing your guys' successes, even if it's small as just putting a song out. Or I've seen some tracks that have been put out through the live stream that have gotten 60,000 plus streams. So honestly, it's really nice to see. So thank you everyone for joining us. We do this every Tuesday and every Saturday, so definitely join us in the future. And yeah, we're going to be doing the sample this event real soon. Again, apologies for it taking so long. I got you. So we're going to get that by the next live stream. Promise. So yeah, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button and all that jazz. Maybe even the dislike button if you're feeling risque. And yeah, I always do a nod to the last track of the night, so we'll say something about the word sky in the comment section once the video goes live to show that you made it all the way to the end and that you're the real one. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your night. Don't work too hard unless it's on your music, and we're going to be picking up on Saturday. Everyone, have a good one. Appreciate you guys. And yeah, see you in the next one. Bye, everybody. Oh, yeah. Good night, everybody. Nashka knows what's about to happen. Nashka knows we're gonna gamble it all on his thumb. Oh, my goodness. The candidates, my bad. The candidates are too wavy. Dirty South. Then we got Zorg and we got Kashiki P. Those are the candidates. Sorry. But I'm still gonna gamble it all. Music is never easy. You got this. You got this. It does. It's a full-time job. Here we go. I hope you guys can hear that. Gamble it all.
Take off after her shift is over, just for the picture show. Drip then go. Only speak cash, that dollar. Only dinero if you wanna holler. She about a bag, Louis, Gucci, Prada. She only got time if you spend it on the green light. You just gotta show me it's alright. I just wanna make you feel alright. Green light. Green light. Baby, just slow it down. Red light. Cause you don't wanna take your time. Pedal to the floor. You don't wanna red light. You just wanna